Yes. Okay. So, anyways, we are going to cover a new topic today. Like we'll continue and then we'll start something new. Okay. So what were we doing? We were doing the endocrine system and the chakras. Okay. This does not. It's working. This is not working. So endocrine system. And the chakras. Okay. So we learned about the pineal gland, pituitary gland, then please tell me after that which all glands we did.
Thyroid.
Yes, thyroid. Then
Hold on.
around thyroid.
Thymus.
No. On the thyroid itself, here. 4 dots, 4 P's we have. Thyroid.
Pituitary. Pineal. No.
Pineal, pituitary,
Parathyroid.
parathyroid. Yes, thyroid. Okay, that's what I was thinking. What is wrong in this spelling? What looks so? Okay, then next.
Thymus.
Yes. Then
Adrenal, ovaries, testes, and liver.
okay, liver, pancreas, and adrenal, ovaries, and the testes. Okay. Okay, so I want to cover a lot of things with you since only you are there. So, okay, so I'll make it very quick. Yeah, so here we have our endocrine hormones. Next is so here you see thyroid. Okay, thyroid gland, it is secreting thyroxine and calcitonin. Thyroxine, it regulates the metabolism and temperature. Okay, so thyroid is secreting thyroxine calcitonin, which is responsible for metabolism. Okay, you know what is metabolism?
Yeah.
Yes. So thyroxine regulates metabolism and temperature, while calcitonin inhibits release of calcium from the bones. Okay, so if somebody has thyroidism, like people generally say, I have thyroid. We all have thyroid, and which is a gland. So thyroid is a gland. If someone's thyroid gland is not functioning properly, it is called thyroidism. It is of 2 types, hyper or hypo. In hyper, the secretion is too much. The secretion of hormones is too much. While in hypo, the secretion is not as much as it should be. Okay, generally it is said if it is hyper, the person gets very skinny. If it is hypo, the person gains weight. But this is in theory, but this does not happen in reality. Okay, what doctors suggest that it is the nature of the body. If the nature of the body is to gain weight and he has thyroid, either hypo or hyper, he or she will gain weight. If the nature of the body is to lose weight, then if that person has thyroid, either hypo or hyper, he will get skinnier. Okay, it depends on the nature of the body. While in theory it is said, hyper person gets skinny, hypo the person gets fat. Okay, next we have parathyroid. Parathyroid hormone is released by parathyroid, which stimulates the release of calcium from the bones. Thyroid is inhibiting. Parathyroid is stimulating. Okay, then pancreas. Pancreas is again releasing insulin and glucagon. In insulin, it decreases the blood sugar by promoting uptake of glucose by cells. So insulin is basically digesting the glucose that we have in the blood cells. Okay, whatever glucose is there in the blood, it is taken care of by this insulin. Then we have glucagon. Glucagon, it increases blood sugar by stimulating breakdown of glycogen in the liver. Okay, this glycogen, see, when we eat food, okay, we have glucose in it, and that glucose is stored in form of glycogen. So whenever we need energy, okay, we need to perform some kind of exercise that will require glucose, breakdown of glucose. From breakdown of glucose we get energy. Okay, so this glucagon, it will stimulate breakdown of that glycogen. That glycogen will be broken down into glucose, and then this insulin, it will take care of this glucose. It will digest that glucose. Then testes. In testes, we have the testes will release testosterone. Okay, testosterone, it regulates sperm cells production and secondary sex characteristics. So whatever the male characteristics that a male has, like beard, facial hair, pubic hair, then the change in his voice, it's all controlled by this hormone called testosterone. And also the production of sperm cells, which is responsible for reproduction. Then in females, testes is present in males, ovaries is present in females. Ovaries are producing estrogen and progesterone. So estrogen, it stimulates egg maturation. Okay, the eggs are matured. See, when a female is born, she is carrying a lot of eggs in her ovaries. Now, after the birth of a female, the number of eggs do not change. The girl has eggs, a female has eggs, and those eggs, number of eggs, it only reduces because every month one egg matures and comes out of the body. Or if pregnancy happens, then a new offspring comes out. Okay, so this estrogen is responsible for egg maturation, because when a female is born, all those eggs are not matured. They need to be matured every month. One egg is one. Or sometimes you have seen that there are twins. Okay, and twins are also of different kind. Like some are like what is this called? They look alike, and sometimes they are different, identical and non-identical. Okay, in identical twins, what happens is, yesterday I told you. Okay, so what happens in identical twins? So here is, okay, so identical twins. So I told you, sperm 23, ovum 23. They form and they fuse and they form zygote. Okay. Now sometimes what happens? This zygote, it divides into two, and then they start developing into two individuals, two fetus. Okay, so in this way we get identical twins. Okay, I think this is clear. Identical twins.
Yes.
Okay, now what happened in non-identical? In non-identical, in 1 month, in one cycle, two ovumes are released. Okay, and in one ejaculation there are millions of sperms, so only one sperm needs to fuse with an ovum. Okay, but sometimes what happens, both the ovaries, we have two ovaries, both the ovaries are releasing one egg each. So what happens, there are millions of sperms, so both the ovaries, they are fused with two sperms, like one egg each. Okay, so now they will form one individual and this will form another individual, and that's why we have non-identical twins. And similarly, like with this combination, we can have triplets or quadruplets, or like 4-5 kids. Okay, survival of which is like little difficult, but we have seen example that there are living like 5-6 kids also. Okay, I think this is clear. If you want to take screenshot, please take it.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, so next.
I think your screen is off. Oh.
Yeah, so ovaries. So estrogen, it stimulates egg maturation and controls secondary sex characteristics. So this estrogen is responsible for the female characteristics like the growth of breast, then pubic hair, then that the voice of females is little shrill as compared to males. So all this is controlled by estrogen. Then we have progesterone, which prepares the uterus to receive a fertilized egg. Now, you see, yesterday I told you that in uterus, there is a lining of blood and other nutrients is formed in the uterus, so that if that mature egg, it gets fused with the sperm, then a zygote will form, and that zygote, it needs to embed in that blood wall. Okay, that was formed in the uterus. Okay, so that wall of the blood is formed due to presence of progesterone hormone. It's a hormone and it prepares the uterus to receive a fertilized egg. Then we have adrenal medulla and adrenal cortex. So they are releasing epinephrine and non-epinephrine. This stimulates the fight or flight. I told you yesterday that whenever suppose a dangerous situation occurs, like a lion comes in front of someone, then he can have fear, fight, or flight. So this fear and fight, they are governed by adrenal medulla. So if this hormone is not released, okay, then there is like no reaction, there is fear and the person does nothing. Okay, then there is adrenal medulla, which is releasing two hormones which stimulate the fight or flight response. Either he can fight the animal or he can just flight, he can just run away. Then we have adrenal cortex, glucocorticoids. This is the hormone, glucocorticoids. So part of stress response, increase blood sugar, blood glucose levels, and decrease immune response. So what is this doing? It is increasing the blood glucose. Why? Because when there is a situation of emergency, then we need to rush. Okay, we need to rush, even if it like we have to reach office on time, then we are just like rushing. Okay, and for that rush we need extra energy, and that extra energy will be provided by glucose. So the blood glucose has to increase. Okay, so this is done by glucocorticoids. This hormone. Then we have aldosterone, regulates sodium content in the blood. Okay, we have like sodium, which is important nutrient of blood, that is regulated by aldosterone. Okay, so next we have pineal gland. It is responsible for releasing melatonin. So I told you that pineal gland, it works in collaboration with the sun. So when the sun rises, this gland is activated. This gland gives our body a signal that, okay, now you need to start your day as the sun has risen. So it governs our sleep cycles, also reproductive cycles in many mammals. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this.
Okay.
So there are some more glands which we have not covered here. Pituitary gland. Yes. Yes. So here we have done pineal gland, which is releasing melatonin, which function is sleep. It is the cardiac cycle. It's also called cardiac cycle. Okay, cardiac cycle is not the heart cycle. It is the pattern, like full day schedule that happens naturally in our body. Okay. Next gland is pituitary gland, the brain. Okay, it is releasing so many hormones: growth hormone, prolactin, thyroid stimulating, luteinizing hormone. I told you that pituitary gland acts like a master gland. It tells every other gland to perform their own activities. So, like, they're releasing growth hormone. So this growth hormone is responsible for growth. The other cells, there is cell reproduction. Okay, the cells are reproducing, but it is governed by pituitary gland. Then we have prolactin. This prolactin hormone will be released in the brain, and then it will go to the chest region, and it will tell the chest region to produce milk and the sexual gratification. Okay, then next is thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH. Generally, it is termed as TSH, the short form. Okay, the TSH. Now, this pituitary gland, which is in the brain, okay, it is stimulating the thyroid glands to produce their own hormones, T3 and T4. So, pituitary gland is secreting thyroid stimulating hormones to stimulate thyroid gland to secrete T3 and T4. Then luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone is secreted by pituitary gland to regulate the functioning of reproductive system. In female, it is responsible for ovulation, and in male, it is regulating the testosterone. Okay, so thyroid, you know, thyroxine, T4, and
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, triiodothyronine, that is T3. They are responsible for metabolism, and all this we have done. This pituitary gland is enough. Okay, you can take screenshot of all.
Hold on. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so now we were doing this. So yesterday also we did this, but today we are going to cover it in a little bit of length. Okay, so starting from the bottom. In the glands, we start. Okay, today we'll do from the top, the crown, the Sahasrara chakra. Okay. Now, see, you know the. Okay, I'll share with you. First, I'll share with you a good picture of glands, all the glands. Okay, glands in human body, images. Okay. You please take screenshot of this. Here, male and female are shown elaborately.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, now let's come back to our chakras. So here, in topmost in the head, okay, we have crown chakras, Sahasrara chakra. The element of this chakra is thought. Yeah, we think a lot. Okay, so this thinking, analyzing, okay, emotions, these are governed in the Sahasrara chakra. Then the location is top of the head, and gland is pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, I told you, is the master gland, and Sahasrara is the master chakra in the whole body. Okay, so you can relate the two. This Ayurveda or yoga terminology and this medical modern science that we have. Okay, these are you. Now we are relating the two. Pituitary gland is the master gland. Sahasrara chakra is the master chakra. Okay, then we have third eye, the Agya chakra. The element of this is light. Okay, it is often said, like, how do we concentrate on our Agya chakra? What we do is we light a diya, we light a candle and keep it in front of us or at the eye level. Like, suppose I'm sitting and I'll keep a table on which I place a candle, and the length of the candle is the flame should be in the same plane as of my eyes. Okay, so and I stare at that flame and then close my eyes, and then I see some light, okay, in between my eyebrows. So from there we can relate that this element of Agya chakra is light. Then location is forehead. It's not the forehead itself, it is the inside, like from mid eyebrows where pineal gland is situated. That is the area of Agya chakra. Then throat chakra, Vishuddhi. Element is sound. Element is sound. Throat chakra, you know that this throat, we have larynx, okay, and because larynx has emptiness, due to which we are able to speak. Okay, so the element here is sound or ether. The sound is produced in larynx, and there is emptiness, that is sky element is there in throat chakra. And here the location is throat, and glands are thyroid and parathyroid. Then we have heart chakra or Anahat chakra. Here, Anahat chakra, the way around the heart, okay, around the heart, we have lungs where they're full of air. So, element of Anahat chakra is air. Location is chest, and the gland which we have in the chest region is thymus. Then solar plexus or the Manipura chakra. You know, below this heart, we have our stomach. In stomach, we have Jathar-Agni. Okay, and that Jathar-Agni, Agni means fire. So the element of Manipura chakra is fire. The location is solar plexus. Okay, This the location is, it's not the solar plexus, it is the navel region. Okay, you can correct it please. The location is the navel region. Like it is on the this spinal cord or the vertebral column, just behind the navel region. Okay, in the same plane as the navel region. Then glands that are associated with solar plexus is pancreas and adrenal. Pancreas is releasing those hormones or juices which are responsible for digesting of food, and digesting of food is responsible is like burning of the food. Burning is fire. Then we have sacral chakra or the Swadhisthana chakra. You know, sacral chakra, the sacrum. Okay, somewhere there we have our urine bladder. So you can relate that this Swadhisthana chakra, element of Swadhisthana chakra is the water, and its location is sacrum, and the glands are gonads. We have ovaries and testes in males. Male, it is testes. Then we have the last chakra, that is Muladhara chakra. And Muladhara chakra is situated in the perineum region. Okay, in males, the perineum region is between the area between the scrotum and the anus. That area is called the perineum. And in females, it's the cervix. Okay, where this Muladhara chakra is present. The element is earth. You know, in the perineum region is close to the rectum area. Rectum area is an area where all the solid waste material is stored for approximate 24 hours. So you can relate that this Muladhara chakra is related to the element is earth. Okay, so here we have covered our chakras in depth, and we have related them to the endocrine system. Okay, great. Now I wanted to discuss a little bit about the female reproductive. I think I did I teach you female reproductive system yesterday?
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah, you
but
have.
I'm not. I want to give some more details,
Okay.
which I was not able to give yesterday. Okay. And it's not even in the course. So what I'm teaching right now for these 10 minutes is not given in your manual. Okay. This is something extra that I'm giving you.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. And it's okay if you want, it's on you if you want to share these notes with your friends.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, so that from next time they should join the class.
We should have more stuff that's not in the curriculum.
Okay, you want that? I was sticking to the curriculum, because I thought maybe I just have to stick to the curriculum, and I was okay. So I'll try to cover more and more topics in these days.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll just tell whatever I have to say, and then we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
So we have how much time? We have 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, so what is reproductive system? It is the system of organs within the humans which is responsible for reproducing. Okay, like you know what is reproducing. Okay, producing a kid. Now responsible. What is sex? Okay, so here. Something like this is the structure of female reproductive system. Okay, so what happens here is formation and development of ovum, oogenesis. Oogenesis is, these are the ovaries. Okay, here these ovaries, like I told you, they are carrying all the eggs. Okay, now no more eggs are produced, and these eggs, they are not divided here. We have as many eggs as at the time of the birth. Now every month an egg will be released and it will come here. If mating happens during that time, the uh, the fusion will take place in the fallopian tube. This is fallopian tube. These are ovaries. This is uterus, and then we have vagina. Okay, yes. Now if this fusion takes place, now we already have a layer of blood and nutrients here. Okay, so now this, it will come and get embedded here. If the fusion takes place, it will come and embed here. So see, that's why the pregnancy is not so easy, because there has to be some timing that when this has released, it should be here, only here. If it is here, only then the fusion can take place. Then it fuses and then it comes here. Okay, then it grows and the cells keep dividing, and then it grows, and fetus is protected here. Now if this mating did not happen, this there was no mating or there was no fusion, okay, it will just come here, it will stay embedded for some time, and then in form of periods it will come out. Okay, now when this comes out, it is called the first day of the menstruation cycle. Okay, so when this egg is released, the process is called ovulation. Okay. Okay. If you want to take screenshot, please take it.
Hold on.
Okay, now I will draw. So I'll tell you what is how reproduction system and the hormonal system, that is the endocrine system, they are behaving with one another. Okay, that's it. And I will end this topic. So what is going on is we have hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. Okay, this is a gland. We have not covered, but it's a gland. So basically what happens is hypothalamus is giving instruction to pituitary gland. So this is the real boss. This is the kingmaker. Pituitary gland is the king and hypothalamus is the kingmaker. Okay. So this is releasing gonadotropin. Releasing then we have pituitary.
What does that say? Gonadotropin?
Yes, gonadotropin gland. Okay, so this is releasing the follicle stimulating hormone. This H stands for hormone, and luteinizing hormone. So what is this doing? This is stimulates growth of primary follicles. These are the eggs that I was talking about. Okay. Then every month, one single follicle gains maturity. Okay, now here, luteinizing hormone is responsible for two things. It is assist final follicle growth and the ovulation. Development.
What is that? Corpus
Luteum.
of luteum?
Yes, corpus luteum or luteinization. L-U-T-E-I-N-I-Z-A-T-I. Luteinization. And then this corpus luteum. Okay, Cl means corpus luteum. This Cl secretes progesterone and estrogen. And these hormones, they are giving instruction to the hypothalamus. Okay, you see, it's a cycle. Hypothalamus, it's a gland. It is releasing gonadotropin releasing factor. So this is received by pituitary gland. This is the kingmaker. This is the king. Pituitary gland is the king, and this is the kingmaker. So this hypothalamus gland, it is releasing gonadotropin releasing factor. Then this is received by pituitary gland. This pituitary gland is releasing follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. So what is this follicle stimulating hormone? It is stimulates the growth of primary follicles. Primary follicles is at the time of the birth. The eggs that a female has at the time of the birth, that is the primary follicle. So this hormone stimulates the growth of those primary follicles. And every month, single follicle gains maturity. Sometimes more than one follicle gains maturity. And then that's the concept of, okay, you want to take screenshot? Please take it.
Yes, just like we're at the next class.
Okay. Is it time? Okay.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute. Okay. Now this gains maturity, and this maturity is assisted by luteinizing hormone. Then this luteinizing hormone also produces ovulation. That kind of corpus luteum, and this secretes progesterone, estrogen, and then again this is in cycle.
Okay.
So see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Have
Bye.
a great day. Bye bye.